Hachiman is a physical manifestation of everything us weebs and otaku are. He monologues everything we are thinking and has become a champion of culture. I argue, nay I insist, he is the id of all of weebdom. I really think that Sigmund Freud might have been onto something, that all of his efforts and research followed a singular path to modern day just to describe the man that is Hachiman Hikigaya. My youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected, or Oregairu, is one of the shows that lured me down the path of anime, manga, and light novels, before dragging me down the bog of no return, way into the swamp of anime thighs and depravity. It is a show that is beloved by fans, and now that Season 3 has finally rolled around, it really is the best time to get into it. Season 3, or the finale of Oregairu, has a potential to be one of the best conclusions in all of anime. Whether Hachiman finally settles the ages-long waifu war by choosing either Yukinoshita, Yuigahama, Iroha, Kawasaki, or Totsuka, I mean, just look at him, will be decided after so many years of waiting, and tears are sure to be spilled by fans and characters alike. There's never been a better time to hop onto the ship and ride into the swamp with us. Oregairu's characters are some of the most interesting personalities that you'll find in anime. Unfettered by the common tropes and stereotypes, the characters you meet have so much depth to them that you may not even realize it on your first watch through. First comes Yukinoshita, a girl so perfect that her perfection and stubborn personality came to be seen as a defection, and thus was ostracized and tormented by her envious classmates. We have Yuigahama, a popular girl who works really hard to keep up appearances and tires herself out for the sake of her cherished friends. And of course, our main character, Hachiman Hikigaya. A self-proclaimed hopeless loner who has given up on society due to his history of always being rebuked, ignored, and considered defective by those around him. With every attempt to come out of his shell met only by scorn and rejection, he closed himself off so completely that he sees worth only in his own twisted and self-serving sophistry. In short, he's a rational monster of logic. Combine Hachiman and Ishigami from Kaguya-sama Love is War, and we would create a superhuman being unbeatable by rhetoric and argument called Ishiman. Even as we continue to meet other characters, no one feels like someone we've seen before in other anime. The little sister Komachi is as cute as she is manipulative, the sensei is as caring as she is prone to punching, the kohai is every bit as sly as she is pretty, and the natural enemy to all loners, an insult to everything their brooding solitude stands for, the perfect popular pretty boy, Hayama Hayato, is every bit as difficult for Hachiman to deal with as it would be for any loner. With so many troublesome people, we can only wonder how Hachiman kept on going. Really, even if you were to give a paragraph-long description to each of these characters, it still wouldn't even come close to exploring the depth to which their personalities and interpersonal relationships reach. That's just how interesting and well-written they really are, especially Komachi. I mean, who hasn't dreamed of having an Emoto stepping on you and calling you scum? With some of the best characters I've seen, the author creates a believable and realistic rom-com drama that you really have to read into to fully understand. I don't know if I'm just stupid or something, but to understand the complicated relationship dynamics, I had to rewatch the show at least 3 times and then read the light novels afterwards. And there are still some parts I don't fully understand. The story never outright reveals what sort of ramifications result from Hachiman's actions and statements, but it leaves a whole realm of clues hidden behind furtive statements, sullen smiles, passing comments, and forced laughter. Part of what makes a story so compelling is that very reason, and rarely have I experienced a story that I had to spend so much time carefully discussing and debating with other people. It very much mimics real life in that way. You never know what someone is really thinking, and Oregairu never lets you forget that. With wittier dialogue than most others in the anime, manga, and light novel spheres, the characters accidentally build up emotional bonds that their difficult personalities wouldn't normally allow. This usually happens thanks to the meddling of another character, like when Hiratsuka-sensei forces Hachiman to join the volunteer service club as punishment for an essay that he wrote lashing out at society and youth in general. However, little does Hachiman know that this essay itself will propel him into the springtime of his own youth. Hell, if I knew it was that easy. The service club is there for students who need a little nudge in the right direction, or in most cases a Hachiman sacrifice to solve their problems. It is a meeting ground for students that feel trapped, who feel like they have no one else to turn to for help. You get consistent characters who feel at home there, being the outcasts that they are, as well as frequent visitors who come simply to chat. You even get popular students walking through the door who might feel they've lost themselves despite the brave faces they show to their friends. As everyone knows, youth is an experimental period in everyone's life. And Hachiman acknowledges that teenagers are never going to have everything figured out. Characters that he thinks have it all together are showing up to the service club nonetheless to get aid from a group of students who are earning infamy for all the wrong reasons. I imagine a lot of weeblings have gone through the similar instance of not fitting in, and as an experienced weeb myself, just know that eventually you will fit in. You will discover bonds and people with whom you can confide in, just like what Hachiman found in the service club. Though I think he found a lot more than I did. Oregairu, now that it is reaching its conclusion, will certainly break my heart, and I'm hoping to bring some people down with me. Hop onto the boat that is Hachiman and enjoy the ride. Now is really the best time to get into Oregairu and sink into the massive waifu war that has been waging endlessly for the last 7 years. You might discover something that you never knew about yourself, and most of all, you might discover the true importance of this show. Yuki no Shita's Glare. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, do me a favor and hit the like button and share the video if you can. If you want to stay updated, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like, and see you in the next video.